Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. No, you're not seeing things, just a quickie. This is now complete, finished working and being used. Customer has accessorised, which I think is lovely, these little wire tulips. They're sweet. Fixing them on, you can use brackets and things. What I did was just unbend the wire and drill a tiny little hole and just pop them in so that you don't see any hideous fixings. So if ever they get changed, tiny little wiper polyfiller and a bit of paint, job done. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. Lovely orchid and a poodle head. I think there's a plant going in that. But anyway, there we go. Right, downstairs. Okay, downstairs. Carndine you have seen and been familiar with, and yeah, it's good. I've been busy. It's just been a week and I haven't had a chance to video, so there we go. Anyway, we've got some new lights in. Got rid of that sort of single fitting which was there-ish somewhere, and put these spots in, which are really nice actually. Let me just get out of the light so you can see them. It's sort of surface mounted, and there's just a bracket behind there and wire just pokes through. So put those in and did likewise upstairs, just to give a better light, because it was kind of dismal really. So that was that's been done. Moved that switch for downstairs to there. That was a horrible job. On-site electricians, I'm sorry if you are one, but whoever did this house is a bloody pain. Really annoying. I also moved the landing light switch from between bed 2 and 3 to where it's actually needed there, because, well, that's where it's needed. But I had to make Swiss cheese out of the wall to trace the cables. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's one, and that's where the switch was. And the cables went up into the loft. But when they were putting in cabling, they taped with electrical tape the bundles together, which means if you want to pull one cable out of a bundle, you can't. So you have to drill into the wall, slit the sticky tape, and then you can pull the cable out. And it took ages. We also did a little bit of updating there, sorry, on that switch, which does a couple of other things now. So Swiss cheese, Swiss cheese, Swiss cheese. But it tidies up reasonably well. Moved the smoke detector so that it looks correct. It'll still work just as well. In fact, it'll work better than it did before because it's not quite so close to a wall. Yes, the smoke detector. Right, it's mains powered and with a backup battery, so if one goes off it sets the other one off. That's perfectly fine, and it picks up power from the lighting circuit, which is also fine. However, okay, so there's your smoke detector. Where was it powered from? The back of this switch in bed 3. Not just on the permanently live side, no, that would be too easy. It was powered from the switched side. So the power to that smoke detector was only on when the light was on in this bedroom. Now, I'm not an expert on the electrical regulations, but I don't think that is normal practice. It's been fixed, it's been sorted out, so that it's always on. While the power's on, that's on. And it's got a backup battery. Right, so that's that. Glass staircase, So let me just step back just a little bit so we can see it all. No, not going to do that. Glass staircase, yes, 8mm toughened glass to be made. I've been templating the pieces. Every piece is just subtly different to allow for the fact that the handrail is not parallel to the base rail, and the newel posts, 1, 2, are not vertical either. So I think it's taken all day to get it just nice so that it looks correct, and any differences are kind of averaged out over the length. The banister, the balustrade, that was actually quite easy, so that's by the by. The handrail there was loose, so I dug out the screw, tightened it up. Stripping the paint off these and renovating them so that they're good. Yeah, this staircase was built in a factory, which is fine, there's not a problem with that. And the spindles are, or were, screwed through from the other side of this rail, which sits in the base rail, likewise for the top. So the spindles were screwed in and nailed in from there. So cutting them out and pulling them out absolutely wrecked that surface. So I spent more than a bit of time just getting it just nice. And then the paintwork on here had gone soft. Probably through, and it's no criticism of the owners, grease on your hands, hand cream, polish, all that sort of thing. It's acted as a very, very slow solvent. So basically I took the handrail off because it was just easier, and it's only held on with one screw, which was behind there. So replacing it got replaced with a much bigger screw, and it's quite a bit more sturdy than it was. So these templates go off to South Cheshire Glass on Monday. Superb company, great service, and good prices too. So those will get made into toughened glass. I say I've tried to persuade the owners that painted MDF is the way to go. It's the latest fashion, but they're not having it. Oh well, never mind. So there we go. That's the story so far. Okay, radiators downstairs and upstairs came out. That is work that I did last year, I think, which was to put some timber strengthening in the wall, because that's just a plasterboard wall, and it wouldn't support the weight of the radiator, which is there, not full of water. So yeah, I had to put some timber supports in the wall, and knowing that this room was going to get redecorated, that was fine, just leave it as it. So Monday, bit of sanding down just to finish off little bits, and then I'm painting. So ceilings are going to be white, the walls are going to be all wallpapered. Paintwork is a mixture of a colour for door architraves, door frames, handrail, base rail, newels, and then white on the cupboards, comme ça. Front door is still to be replaced, and then I think I can leave. Oh no, door thresholds. I've got to put some door thresholds in. So I'll be doing that. Anyway, it's going to be a busy old week. I want to get finished on this job next week. Not sure I will, but I want to. And there we go. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend. If the day you're watching this is Friday. If not, you know what I mean. Anyway, catch up with you next week.